All right, welcome to our 1991 Jaguar XJS test drive. I thought for this car, because it's such a great highway cruiser, we'd do some real few miles on the highway here. So I just came down I-86. The Corning Elmira Regional Airport is right in front of me. It's got about 4 gates in it. It's a great little airport if you just want to get somewhere. But anyway, we're just gonna hop back on 86 East here and cruise at 75 miles an hour for a little bit. I just took this car to be washed, although it probably didn't need it. It leads a pretty charmed life. Hooked up to a battery tender and an airplane hangar with a bunch of other interesting cars. And I'm just taking it up leisurely past 60 miles an hour. And there's 70. This is a very, very well cared for car. You can look at the crazy service receipts from Tobin Motorsports, and I think they're in Lenox, Massachusetts. Maybe they're in Connecticut. But those guys have been racing Jags. I've always known them as a E-type Jag racing outfit. I've seen them for 25 years at Road America, and now at Watkins Glen because I live in this part of the country. They're always at the sharp end of the grid with their Jags, and I've talked to their guys in the paddock at Watkins Glen before about their service of these cars. But my consignment customers, when they gave me the car, they said, "Oh yeah, we had a bunch of stuff done by Donovan," and I thought, "Oh my God, well, if you're going to have stuff done to your Jag, they're the guys to do it." And it blows my mind that these cars don't demand more money, because, you know, I drive a lot of 560 SLs, and this is a coupe, of course, but they made convertibles in this car, and they made a lot more XJS convertibles than they did coupes, certainly in 1991. But just driving this car, you know, I'm a little afraid to say it, but it is vastly better to drive than any 560 SL, and I've had 560 SLs with 12,000 miles on them. But this car, it is just so much more comfortable. I find R107 SLs to be ergonomic nightmares. They're uncomfortable, and my head hits the ceiling, and the seatbelt always gets stuck behind the seat. This is just a completely different animal. Of course, a glorious 12-cylinder engine under the hood, and when maintained properly and not worked on by idiots, they're pretty good cars. They're really good cars, and I would contend that this is one of the nicest out there. I mean, I could drive like this. I could keep going all the way, 4 hours to New York City in this car and not be inconvenienced or uncomfortable. It'd be a different story in a 560 SL. I don't want to be too close to this trailer with a lawnmower in the back of it, because these guys are always spraying clumps of dirt, rocks, and whatnot behind them, which is unfortunate because this is a fun turn at higher speed. Just turned 42,020 original miles. cruise control works. I tried that out on the highway. The air conditioning blows so cold I had to turn it down the other day. It's only about 40 degrees out right now, but the other day it was 60 plus. And I was bringing this down from the airplane hangar to my shop and it was warm, but the AC blows beautifully. Both power mirrors work fine. Seat adjustments in this car are manual for the seat back and the slide the seat forward and back. The level of OCD these folks have about their cars, you can see the dash cover that's covering the perfect dash. And in the pictures you'll see that, you'll see the dash without the cover on. I'm gonna, with my walk around video, I'll show you how OCD these people, it's really a woman, how OCD is she with her cars. When you see the driver's door sill. So this is my normal test route that this way, but I usually come down this way. Yeah, see, all of a sudden I'm doing 55 miles an hour and it's a 40 mile per hour zone, so I'm going to need to pay attention. The power, the torque is just so smooth in this car, and the pedal is very smooth and soft. So it's very easy to just kind of squeeze it, and all of a sudden you're going a lot faster than you want to be, but it doesn't really make any noise, so you don't know that you're getting going as fast as you are. This lady has a few other interesting cars. She has another Jag that's an XJR, I'm sorry. So the newer 2008 maybe, supercharged XK, and it's a coupe. She's also got a very cool Aston Martin DB7 works model. Just some light-spirited driving at 50 miles an hour in a fairly bumpy little two-lane. I know this road well. Again, it's my usual video test drive track. So many 12-cylinder cars and XJSs included scare me because I'm always worried about maintenance, but this car has been so well cared for, and I'd encourage you to have a look at the receipts to see what Donovan did for these folks. In any case, they are the kind of people that you want to buy a car like this from. At 60, 62 miles an hour, and I was just lightly pressing the gas. And if we want to get on it real quick, well, I'm not going to slam my brakes on because I have somebody behind me, but we can do that. Let's just do that right here. I thought that was the wrong kind of a Ford Explorer to be slamming my brakes on in front of. But it brakes true, very straight. Coming into our roundabout. And we go around this way. You gonna go, guy? You gonna let me go? You can go ahead. Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna keep going around and around. Right in front of this guy, which means I've got a mobile home behind me. So there is our test drive of the 1991 Jaguar XJS Coupe. Hopefully you can see these lights, but let's see what we can do. If I can figure out how to work the lights. There are the lower parking lights, regular lights, bright lights. Turn signals are good in the front, and we'll make sure the ones in the back are good too. But that's our test drive.